My I'm gonna set the stream up on. Put it in the chat thing. If it comes up, shit ain't been coming up. Oh, there it is. All right, buddy, I'm ready. Oh, we gotta break out the black uni. You don't ever put them on Texas A&M. I don't understand that. What is this one? Yeah. Damn, I fucked up, man. I don't know, sucking.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there on the first play of the game. 63 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Here we go, Scott. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Alan Lazard. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. The kick is good. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Faking the give, Darnold. This ball taken in here by Brooks. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we've really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. Here's Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Darnold. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 30.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Lions had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they went for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now inside the 25. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 49 yards. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Javonte Williams, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Lutz with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Who is that? Carrot Top? Who the fuck out there? Is that Carrot Top? You got Carrot Top as your goddamn coach? Who is that, Red?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Early on,
Pitch looks like Carrot Top.
Could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
This is Lazard with a catch out left.
Oh, fucking Jack. Tell him hello.
And inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
I'm sorry.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach.
That was crazy.
I can hear his voice in my head.
That was crazy.
When you put the ball in the air, three things can happen, and two of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant, keep throwing it around.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. To throw is Darnold. That's pulled in by Brooks. And some space here.
Get off me, bitch! Get off me!
Down to the 39. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now we give up the middle to Williams.
Come on, man. Block that, man.
This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Darnold now to throw. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Darnold. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Brooks. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
How's that?
Quick
Yeah.
throw there going to be
Who is
batted
it?
away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
How many yards I got? 10?
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3rd and goal from just outside the 10. Well, he'll get this awfully close to a
Dude,
first
what?
down. Well, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they've
Let me challenge that shit.
got it looking at 4th and less than a yard.
Ah.
They run. It's Williams. And not only is he not good, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Williams can't punch it in on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Richardson. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 68 yards rushing for it as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
First down, Bears.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A give left side for Benson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Blake Gillikin on a punt here as he'll send this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect it. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Yeah, I posted it in Madden streams.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep.
Oh, you got dusted.
And this is caught inside the
That one I got in.
and he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown.
I got in on the other one, too. That was some bullshit.
Ladd McConkey, 57 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. That's good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
You find it?
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Richardson working from the gun. They'll find Lazard here over the middle. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that. And Charles is... It's caught at the 10. And he'll get into the end zone.
Uh-oh, Happy learned how to putt.
Malik Neighbors, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
You should fire her. She ugly.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
For the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Richardson looking to throw this. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not on the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times. And in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. 38-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success.
I'm trying, buddy.
It's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
44-yard line.
Don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll get
Nice tackle, Reb.
up to the 46. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Two yards still to go. Third down now. They'll set up a throw. That's complete. It's Neighbors. Well, they needed two. They could only get one. Fourth down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that
Man.
very well because it was a
Where does it say yardage?
And he ran
47?
more than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the
Come on.
himself, he would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete.
What the fuck?
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this
Is
game.
that masked
That's been
man?
the greatest of first halves. But this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Open man here is Benson. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As they'll stop him with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now it's Richardson. He gets it complete to Harris. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run good for 24 yards. Richardson looking to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Oh, no.
That's caught. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter.
Ooh, what a save on that.
And it's on EA Sports. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Back to throw, Darnold.
Oh, read that one.
Hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it
Read that one.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. That one taken in by Neighbors. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Here's Jamie Gillendown as he'll punt it away for the second time. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bears take over
at their own 33-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
Partner, you can sense some steam. Okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And the Bears first down.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to get this all the way down
That
inside
motherfucker
the
over there,
35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. A give. Here comes Benson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down.
Injured that bitch, dude.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek and we'll take a break. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here we go, 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
It's too important. It's too important.
That pushes him back 5.
What'd he do? Rip you off, man? Thanks, Risco. Keep helping me, man. Keep helping me. Smoke a doobie with him.
Now Richardson. Got a man, that's Lazard. And it's going to be another first down. So get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Now Richardson going to shift things up.
60 by 60.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason.
Hurt him too.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
At the Lions' 13-yard line.
Campbell's nothing to be fucked with.
Now Richardson back to throw it. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A first throw for the backup, Wilson.
Nothing
Open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
For a Lions. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They run out of the... They fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Here's Darnold. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8. So in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Richardson shotgun on third down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Darnold from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. So no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Back to throw. Richardson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw. Richardson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. From the end zone, here's Darnold. Open man, right side, that's McConkey. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. need some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 23-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. From the 23, here's second and 2. Here's a handoff to Brooks. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he's on to punt for Detroit. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over first and 10.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
11 on the play. And the Bears first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They're going to the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The Bears on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A dump off for Mason. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Darnold now to throw. That's pulled in by Brooks. Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Hard throw, incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball is going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of the other receivers can beat us.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Here's Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Richardson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Darnold. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen down, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. The drive begins with Mason. And it's a good acceleration as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's Richardson. And this is caught inside the 5. Now he takes this
Never
into the end zone, and all of a sudden,
clicked on and he got burned.
final minute, things get a little
had
bit tighter.
The Bears will
Richardson.
for the 2-point conversion.
Flush to his right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
GG, buddy. They gave me this one, buddy. The old man, they gave it to him. You got robbed, buddy.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for the Lions, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.